The story of the Shidduch of Yitzchak and Rivka is the first Shidduch story recorded in history, and there are many aspects of it which are quite instructive and have a lesson to teach us. However, in terms of the Beis Halevi, let's discuss one point which he makes, which shows us the feinkeit and the beauty of this story. When Eliezer makes his promise or his request of Hashem, and he asks Hashem, please help me because I don't know who to find. And he says, V'hoya hanara she'omar eleha hagmini noma atmayim v'gam kamalacha eshke osa hochachta. If Hashem, I ask somebody to give me some water, and she'll offer to give me as well as the camels, she is the one that you have chosen. She is the proposed and the proper match and shidduch and life mate for Yitzchak. So the Beis Halevi says in his usual very, very what's the right word? Intensive or very, very specific or very fine method, he says, even though it's a seichel, what he asked for something quite seichelic and not magical, but he says there, aside from that, there's still a chachma, there's still some wisdom and some intellect involved with this request. Number one, he wanted to check for all of her midos to see if she's a balas midos, which would be the right thing, but involved and together and hand in hand with midos is seichel as well. Number one, is she a gittin neshama? Is she willing to give somebody to drink? Particularly, it's a stranger. Particularly, she doesn't have a cup. He has to give it from her pitcher. So that's a very big chesed. So we want to see whether or not she's a gittin neshama, and if she'll be able to fulfill his request, and if she's a good-natured person. Okay, that's number one. Number two, who knows what kind of person this is? Maybe he's not exactly a sanitary person. He might spit into it, or his mouth might have been not exactly dirty, or even worse than that, he might have tarfus in his mouth. So there he says, now I want to see what she does after she gives to drink. What is she going to do with that? To take it home, she has no seichel. He can't take it home, he just drank from it. If she spills it out in front of him, it's also not nice. You're insulting the man in front of him. So the obvious best solution would be to go back to the well and get more water so she could rinse it out at the same time as refilling the water and not insulting the person she's doing the chesed to. So this, in fact, was a tremendously insightful and very clever nisayon, a very clever test to see if she would pass, and she passed with flying colors. As we know, she not only offered to feed his camels, she went back 10 times to the well in order to feed all, to give all of the camels to drink, which was not necessary. There were a lot of camels there. So she had all of these midos and of chesed, of seichel, and not only that, of derech eretz, not to insult him. And she did more than she requested, more than he requested. She kept going back many, many times until they were finished drinking. And then he was able to say with great confidence, this is the right person. So, as we know, when we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for shidduchim, we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for our own kindalach, that they should be a bal chesed, that they should be oiske b'Torah, that they should have seichel, and that they should have derech eretz. All of these things are the midos of derech eretz and all midos that we look for in all of our offspring, that we try to show, and that they should emulate us. So we should not only tell them, but to do them, not only show them, but to show them how to do it. And Be'ezus Hashem in his chus of being successful, let us see great nachas, and let us have great satzloch in all that we do, and especially with our kindalach and einiklach, in all of our yotzei yirechai, and Yitzhak Hashem, Shabbat, get Shabbos.